So it's Incogsino, and I just want to talk to you today about the insanity of gambling. And you can't talk to anyone about it that just doesn't get it. Um, Once you realize, and this is for people that get it, once you realize the insanity of this world, gambling doesn't seem too insane. Um, Unless you are someone that is born into wealth or has an idea to create a lot of income, sometimes life can be very trying for most people. Most people are living impoverished or working poor or really don't have that much money, a large majority of the population. So what you have to understand is that gambling sometimes comes out of, for some people, the need for hope. And if you understand hope, sometimes that's the only thing that you have to hold on to when you are suffering, from a lot of different things like, serious financial things, concerns, bills. That casino, provides that hope. It also provides entertainment, but it's just that sense of, what if, I hit this jackpot, or what if I, go and I learn how to, make some money on the side, besides the 9 to 5 I can't stand, you know. But really, you got to stop thinking about gambling as like just a degenerate, low life type activity that only people who don't have any common sense do. Because there's a lot of professional people, there's a lot of really intelligent people that enjoy gambling. Gambling is just a game, but it's a game with higher stakes. And those higher stakes are usually money. And what you have to understand is that, when used properly, gambling can be a fun activity. And I think that when people judge gambling and they just don't get it, it's because they have a need for everything to fall in line in their lives, and they have a need for structure and stability. And that's okay if you're that way as a person. But what you have to understand, in a gambler's mind, he knows or she knows that stability, it is a false reality within itself. There's any number of things that could happen. And more than likely, a gambler, you'll find that in their life, something has happened where it's just completely taken everything away from them in one instant. So to them, life is a gamble. Everything is a gamble. Getting out of the bed is a gamble. Walking down the stairs is a gamble. Carrying a knife in your hand is a gamble. Everything you do when you wake up in the morning is a gamble. So in a gambler's mind, it's no different. Gambling, going to the casino and playing card games and doing that for money is no different. You live your life based upon chance, because that's the way life is pretty much doled out to most individuals. Now, the professional, intelligent gambler knows that he can influence chance slightly with practice and skill, especially on certain games like poker and blackjack. Slots, it's a different type of skill. People say it's random, but honestly, if you use certain things like intuition and you develop that, you can actually become good at playing slots. And I know a lot of people don't believe that, but trust me, I've seen people do it. And at times, I've been a witness to my own ability to be able to choose the right slot at the right time. So it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't get it and who doesn't gamble. And more than likely, you probably have like a spouse or a significant other that doesn't gamble, and they just don't get it, and they don't understand why you enjoy it so much. But not only is it entertaining, it is something that causes you to wager something that you care about. And it makes it exciting to put something down that is important to you and see how well or see how you can fare putting something down that matters and try to make something out of nothing. I mean, that is creativity. I mean, that is your creativity speaking through the game of gambling. Human beings are creative individuals. It can become a problem if you're wagering everything all the time. But to be able to put down something that matters in the game is what makes the game interesting. If you think about life itself is a gamble. And things get really interesting when there's something at stake. Your life gets really boring if everything is run of the mill. But if you're meeting someone that you just met and you fall in love, that's a gamble because you got to put yourself out there. You got to put your heart out there, to see that person's going to accept it back. If you don't go and you don't try and you don't hope for the best and you go and put your best foot forward and take that chance, you might miss someone that you completely love or the love of your life. It's the same concept. I hope that helps people understand the nature and the mindset of a gambler. They're putting something on the line to see. They don't want to miss an opportunity or a chance, or, they're putting something on the line to see whether they can gain something. You say gambling's a sure bet to lose. But what is a sure bet to win if you're not trying? Well, that's all I got to say for today. Incogsino. All right, I'm out.